Estamos aqui hoje, mais uma vez, com uma galera bacana de novo. Mas antes de introduzir eles, eu quero falar assim um pouquinho dos nossos sponsors, né? O Chiuna Productions, Hi Chiuna, Rádio Mix Brasil, City Prime, Gustavo, hello, Beauty Bar, Regis do Salão. Regis, tô chegando, tá? Eu não esqueci de você, não. FJR Construction. Fino Sabor. Josi, meu amor, thank you pela comidinha gostosa. Renata Remessas, onde o seu dinheiro supostamente vale mais, né, Renata? Ela tá ali fora, galera. Sabrina Business Center. RA General Service LLC. Ponto certo. Eu tô esperando meu desconto. Graças. Robert Greener Law Office. Para quem não sabe, é a Luciana que veio aqui, irmã da Renata, for Immigration Services. Junior Painting, Alisson Zil, meu cantor. And What a Production, my camera guy right here. Leo Brothers Contracting and Flip Construction, General Construction, right? General Services. So here we go, guys. We're here again, but with these special people. And it's with Rose and John Krupinsky. Hello. How are you guys?
Good evening.
Thank you for
Good.
coming here. We're going to be translating people, so we're going to take this nice and slow. We're going to be translating. A gente vai estar falando em inglês e português. A gente vai estar traduzindo para vocês. Então, é a Rose e o John. So, guys, how are you doing today? And introduce yourselves.
All right. Eu sou a Rose Krupinsky, casada com o John Krupinsky. E eu tive uma casa de show aqui em Denver, eu acho que todo mundo me conhece por esse motivo, que era o Tuxedo Junction. Nós já fechamos faz 6 anos. É isso aí.
Então, fala um pouquinho de você, fala da sua vida, como você chegou aqui, quanto tempo que você está aqui, como você se conheceu, né, o John.
De onde você é no Brasil, Rose?
Eu sou de Valadares.
Gente,
Valadares.
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 Total people in
Do you know-
Denver, Valadares.
Yes, right, John?
Persona from Rio,
podia negar,
persona
né,
from
gente?
everybody Valadares.
O John tá
Yeah,
falando que
that's
todo mundo é
true.
de Valadares, gente. É uma pessoa do Rio, uma pessoa dali, mas todo mundo é de Valadares.
John, have you been in Governador Valadares?
Ela tá
Have
perguntando
you
No, I
been?
have
se
not.
o John
I'll
foi
be
em
there in
Valadares.
January.
O
This
John
year,
falou que
next
vai em
year?
janeiro.
Yeah.
Next year? That's going to be your first time?
Próximo ano,
Not to Brazil,
janeiro.
but to
To the
Valadares.
Valadares.
Ele vai
Uh-huh.
para
I love Porto
Valadares
Seguro.
em janeiro.
Oh,
Ele
ele
falou que
ama
gosta de
Porto
Porto Seguro.
Ele já foi em Porto Seguro.
Ele já foi, ele ama Porto Seguro, gente. É a
How
primeira
many
vez que ele vai
times?
estar indo em Valadares.
Sim.
How many times have you been in Brazil?
Um.
Uma vez no
Uma
Brasil.
vez.
Uh-huh. How do you like it?
Oh, I love it, Leo. I mean, it's
Ele
great. People are great. Just like here, what I like about when I go to Brazil
As pessoas são ótimas, é como se fosse aqui. O que eu gosto quando vou no Brasil?
is, look, I falo muito mal, but I stumble through. I can order my food and my drinks and talk with people. Brazil people, very nice to people visiting their country.
Ele fala muito mal português, mas ele fala um pouquinho aqui, um pouquinho ali, mas o pessoal do Brasil é muito bacana com as pessoas que vão lá conhecer. Good. So, John, tell me a little bit about you. We got a research on you. You got a lot of things going on.
I'm a busy guy.
Very busy.
Yeah. So you guys know a little bit about John. He works at the police department here in Danbury, Connecticut. This is what I got from you. Correct me if I'm wrong.
O que eu encontrei sobre você, você me corrige se eu estou errada.
You were part of the SWAT team.
Yes, 20 years on a SWAT team.
Você fez parte do SWAT team. Era um time de policiamento do
É especial.
especial.
Yeah.
SWAT team, John, the SWAT team is connected with FBI or the SWAT,
no,
what
SWAT
the SWAT team does?
SWAT for us is the equivalent of BOPE in Brazil.
Oh,
It's
o
a special
SWAT.
weapons team. We do hostage rescue, raids, all of the dangerous stuff.
Gente,
with
a
guns and
SWAT
explosives.
é a mesma coisa do BOP no Brasil, é isso que ele tá falando. And you were part of, I don't know if you still are, eu não sei se ele ainda é, part of the dive rescue.
I'm the commander of the dive rescue team.
Ele é comandante do
Time de mergulhadores.
Isso, time de mergulhadores. And United States Secret Service.
I work with them. I did 3 presidential details. When the president gets sworn in for the inauguration,
Eu trabalhei com os 3 presidentes. Can you tell us the names of the presidents that you work for?
they bring
That's possible.
they bring in about 2,400 SWAT guys from all over the country.
Wow, that's cool. And you're a narcotic detective, right?
Yes, I'm in charge of the Special Investigations Division. I'm the sergeant in there.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, right? The Terrorist Task Force.
I was assigned there for quite a while after 9/11.
Oh, the terrorist? So you work with the terrorist? You detect them? Or
Yeah, what happens like all,
ele
our-
trabalha
all of these
detectando os
task
terroristas?
all of these task forces, and I've worked on a bunch.
Wow, I've seen that. He has a
Federal,
very
you know,
glorious
there's
biography.
There's a lot. There's DEA task forces. I've worked on FBI task forces. I
Trabalho
worked
com
on
Ele
the terrorist
trabalhou
task
na
force for a bit.
FBI. Ele trabalha enforcement no negócio de drogas, administração. How long have you been an officer?
I've been a cop for 42 years.
Nossa,
Wow, 42
42 anos sendo policial, gente.
So how
Wow.
long have you been being a police officer in Danbury?
Danbury's been the last 38.
Ele tem sido policial aqui em Denver com 38 anos já aqui. So, you're very busy, I see here. You're a president of Fraternal Order of Police as well.
Yes,
I
I'm
see
the
that.
state president for
You're the
all of
president.
Connecticut. I represent all of the police throughout the entire state.
Ele representa todos os policiais no estado de Connecticut. Ele é presidente do grupo. And the overall, I want you to answer this question pretty forward. Can you tell us about the overall safety in Danbury?
Actually, we're pretty good. I don't know if you're aware, but we were voted as to one of the safest cities in America this year. And
Danbury foi
Sim.
uma das cidades mais seguras dos Estados Unidos.
if you look at some of the other communities,
Se você olhar outras comunidades,
we're not having the problems that they're having.
a gente não tem os problemas que as outras comunidades têm tido.
New Haven is a shooting gallery every week. Bridgeport, Hartford.
Eles têm problemas de tiroteio sempre em Bridgeport, em Hartford. Isso a gente sabe que realmente a qualidade
Verdade.
de
In New
crimes.
Haven, too.
Aham.
New Haven.
Yes,
We're not
we know.
experiencing that in Danbury. Again, that's why we were voted as one of the safest cities in America.
Wow.
Então, ela foi
I didn't know
votada
about
por uma das cidades mais seguras nos Estados Unidos, Danbury.
I did not know about
Do you
that.
know how many police officers do we have in Danbury?
Yeah, we have 153. We're slated for 160, but we've had some retirements, and they're in the process of hiring some new
Hiring.
people now, but we'll be back up to 160 very soon.
Gente,
Eu perguntei para ele quantos policiais nós temos na cidade de Danbury. Ele falou que agora nós temos por volta de 154, mas o gol deles é ter 160 policiais trabalhando dentro da cidade de Danbury.
Rose, você pode fazer um favor pra mim, Rose? Manda um beijo pra essa galera toda que tá assim. Gente, eu amo a Rose, eu adoro a Rose.
Ai,
Tempos
meu
bons de
Deus, que
taxeiro.
delícia.
Pergunta ela
Lara
se ela
Pitaskin.
Pergunta ela se ela tem saudade do Tuxedo Dance. Eu tô assim, gente.
John, a lot of people asking Rosie to send them a
Tenho
kiss,
saudade,
hugs
sim.
and a like.
Beijo
Ai.
para vocês
People are
todos. Estou feliz com esse feedback. Obrigada,
Yeah, eu
gente.
tô vendo aqui, todo mundo. Tem anos que eu não vejo a Rose. Ela continua linda
People
como
talk about
sempre. John, they're
people
saying
that
here
know
that you're a
Rose in real
great
life
person, a
asking
good
her to say
man.
hi. Hey, Rose, I'm here. Can
Yeah,
you see
they're
me?
saying that you're a great person, that you're like
Thank
a
you.
good man. They told me to tell you. What Rose, fala um pouquinho do Rose Café. De
Ah,
onde
tá.
que-
O Rose Café foi quando eu saí do Copacabana. E no Rose Café era Toca Bis. Era um bar que só tinha motoqueiro, né? Só tinha droga, aquela coisa toda. Falei, gente, como eu vou pra lá? Como é que eu vou tirar aquele povo de lá? Aí o John falou, não, eu te ajudo. Aí nós fomos pra lá. E foi difícil.
No primeiro tempo foi
Chegar
difícil.
ali e fazer com que o pessoal desacostumassem de ir lá. Porque era o ponto deles, então eles tinham que entender que ali não era mais um bar americano, que era um bar brasileiro. Aí começou, deu tudo certo. Nós conseguimos ficar com o lugar, eles pararam de ir lá e ficou legal. Aí a polícia toda de Denver estava indo lá, começando isso que eu já fazia.
Eu já ia falar isso, tipo assim, como que vocês conseguiram o trabalho de vocês dois, por exemplo?
O John sempre me ajudou muito, muito em tudo. Nesse caso do Toca Bis, por exemplo, ele foi assim primordial. Se não fosse o John, não teria acontecido da forma que aconteceu.
Quanto tempo tem que vocês estão juntos? Desculpa, só para entender.
21 anos.
21 anos juntos.
21,
21 years,
You
John.
guys have been together for 21 years.
Do you know that?
Deixa eu ver a carinha dele.
I'm just asking, you know, because he's like,
Aqui, ó. Se você falar que não tá feliz,
You fall in love with the Brazilian. You saw her and they were like, I want that Brazilian.
Tell him what you said when I first tried to talk to you.
what I
Fala para eles o que eu falei quando eu te
oh
vi.
boy,
No, I think he
oh boy.
was so like a nose up.
Oh,
The guy-
nose up.
I hate that guy. I don't
Told
like
my
that guy.
friend that guy is ridiculous.
And here you are. Here you are.
Yes.
Não, gente.
E
Isso
quero, gente, quando se encontrar um cara e falar, esse cara é ridículo, pode acabar casando.
mas são histórias.
That's the love
Olha, a
of
melhor
your life.
época foi no Taxiro. Estão falando assim, a Rose tem história, passamos muitos momentos juntos, né? Juntos que eu falo assim, no Taxiro, né? Carlão tá falando, Carlão é o Regis, né? Ô, Regis, troca esse nome, que Regis, pelo amor de Deus. Até eu tenho saudade do Taxiro. Denver, a good city. Nós estávamos juntos com o Eduardo Bolsonaro.
Ah, tá. Quando o Bolsonaro esteve aqui, o filho do Bolsonaro.
Isso, o filho.
O Taxiro, gente, foi acho que para nós, aqui em Denver, foi assim uma delícia, né? Foi um marketing para nós. Quando eu trabalhava no Copacabana, aí o pessoal do Taxiro ficava prestando atenção em mim, porque lá era um barzinho que não via ninguém gostava de ir lá. E, de repente, ficou um lugar legal. Aí eles ficaram prestando atenção. Eu fui pro Toca Bis, que virou o Rose Café, eles prestaram atenção. Aí falou, John, quem é aquela mulher e tal? O John falou, tá, minha namorada, não sei o quê. Ele, traz ela aqui, para ver se ela trabalha com a gente. Aí eu fui lá. Gente, quando eu cheguei lá, eu tremia, porque o Taxiro era um lugar que é meu sonho de entrar ali dentro. Sempre no Ano Novo, eles tinham o Dezu tocando. E eu não podia entrar porque eu não tinha dinheiro. Aí um dia eu falei com o cara, deixa eu só dar uma olhadinha lá dentro. Aí ele deixou olhar como é que era lá dentro, né? Aí no dia que eu estava ali para conversar com ele de igual para igual, para ser uma promoter, para trabalhar com eles, eu falei, gente, eu não acredito que eu estou aqui, né? Meu cabelo tremia, gente, de nervoso. Aí eles me proporam para trabalhar no bar da frente, aquele barzinho da frente, que eles não sabiam que eu tinha capacidade de colocar tanta gente, que não tinha tanto brasileiro aqui para encher aquele lugar. Aí ele falou assim, olha, que eles tinham visto na internet, algum folheto, a Daniela Mercury e o Chico César. Então, você podia trazer essas duas pessoas. Eu falei, não. O pessoal aqui, o nosso público aqui, não é público para Daniela Mercury e o Chico César. Deixa eu fazer primeiro uma coisa com o nosso pessoal aqui, que tem banda boa. Nós temos bandas locais ótimas. Deixa eu fazer com as nossas bandas e ver o que vai dar. Aí eu contratei o Meia Água e a Saveiro, a banda Saveiro, para fazer um pagode lá à tarde. Foi, assim, sucesso. Nós tivemos 275 pessoas. Eles, assim, acharam, assim, um estrondo, né?
Uhum.
E no primeiro dia, 275 pessoas. No terceiro, Não, minto. Na primeira vez, no dia que abri, 350 pessoas. No segundo dia, 350. 275 e 300 o resto. Nunca fiquei com menos de 300 pessoas no taxi. Aí viram que a gente que tinha condição de dar certo. Aí tinha o Calypso, a oportunidade de trazer o Calypso. Ninguém conhecia Calypso, só o pessoal do Pará. Eu não conhecia. Aí eu fiquei com medo, né? Falei, gente, trazer Calypso para cá. Mas como o valor do Calypso era equiparado ao valor das bandas que eu pagava, eu falei, não tem problema.
Era melhor.
Se der errado, não vou perder muito dinheiro. E eu preciso de banda diferente, coisa diferente. E foi sucesso total. Eu nunca vi tanta gente. O Taxiro cabe 1.000 pessoas. Eu tinha 1.200 lá dentro e 350 lá fora, implorando para entrar.
Para entrar.
Gente, o show vai ser maravilhoso.
Só para vocês saberem, o Taxiro foi a
época.
maior casa de show brasileiro no país, tá? É isso aí, a Rose conseguiu esse título.
Foi a primeira casa de show americana que abriu a porta para nós, brasileiros, no país.
Gente, só para vocês saberem, essa
Nessa
informação
época você já
que é
estava
de
com
ouro.
o John.
Já. Porque o John que me apresentou para eles.
Oh,
Um outro ponto. Se não fosse o John,
John,
se não fosse o John, também
So
não
John
tinha
had a
Taxiro's
very good
house.
thing, right? Helping you out.
Eu falo
So
sempre.
you were the one who promoted her to the Taxiro.
Yeah, Mike and Al were good friends of mine. We'd been friends for years, and they had said, "Hey, we heard your wife is doing some good things in several of the bars that she took over, and when she went in there, they were nothing, and then the next thing you know, they're packed." They said, "We'd like to have her. Do you think she would like to come down here?" And they initially had proposed to me to talk to her about the front bar at Tuxedo, which held like 100 people. So she'd never been to Tuxedo's. I brought her down there, and she said, "No, I want this big room."
I want this.
And then
This is the
that's-
way. This is where I'm gonna, grow.
This
is
and
it.
that's
This is
how-
it.
Eu sabia que eu tinha capacidade para aquilo, né?
Olha. Então foi o John que apresentou ela à
Ajudou
casa de
bastante,
show, ajudou
nossa.
ela bastante, que sempre teve ali dando aquele apoio, aquela força. Não, vocês eram namorados, já estavam casados, não importa,
Eu
estavam
morava
em amor.
junto com ele já.
E ele
Okay.
simplesmente stand up for you.
Sempre, sempre, sempre.
John, I have
That's
a
very
question
nice
for you.
of you, John.
Does the Brazilians give you a lot of trouble?
Actually, no. To be honest with you, no.
They ask you a lot for things, right?
Oh, my phone rings 24. They don't dial 911. They call my cell phone. So, hey, there's a car parked in my driveway. Okay, well, you can call the police. No, I call you. One guy told him I was going to take the 9 and the 1 and the 1, take it off his phone because my phone just keeps ringing off the hook. But listen, I don't mind doing that. The community, it's a two-way street. And they treat me very, very well.
Respect.
I only
know,
hear good stuff about you
they-
and about Rosie. So.
My philosophy
You're the
is...
actual Brazilian, You're not considered American, so you know.
Well, I mean, you have to understand, I go all the way back in Danbury when we only had 150 Brazilians. That was all that was here originally.
It's back
I-
in. Do you
I
have
meet
a-
everybody. They sent me to a party for Loud Noise, and I got there, and I'd really never seen a Brazilian or a Brazilian party at that time. Of course, it was a domingo, and everybody's got a churrasco going, and I go in, and they're all in there, and the music didn't seem bad to me, and everybody's like, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, the neighbors complain probably because they're hearing music they're not used to." And they said, "Hey, what time do you get done?" I said, "About 25 minutes." They said, "Why don't you come back?" So I did. And that was where things went awry. I met Tony Baziato, Tony DeSantos. In those
Toninho
days,
Baziato.
Tony was the unofficial mayor of Danbury. Like, if you came to
That's true.
Danbury, all
You
new
knew
people
him.
had to check in with Tony.
Yes.
And then through Tony, I met Marcelo, or some of you folks might not know which Marcelo Preto, Predator. I met Marcelo, and when I met
Predator.
Marcelo and Tony, my life would change forever.
That's it. That was it.
E uma coisa que me disseram assim, falaram, para você conhecer Danbury, você tem que conhecer o Toninho Baseado, o Rina Machado e a Vaquinha. Aí eu
Aqui,
conheci a
Toninho
Vaquinha.
Baseado, ele é
o
muito
Toninho Baseado,
popular.
não conheci
E
o Rina. Depois eu
acabou.
passou o tempo.
Agora eu
depois conheci.
a Elisângela, by Moda Brasil, tá falando assim, abre de novo, Rose, seria muito bom pra nossa comunidade. Você tem coragem de abrir de novo?
Não.
Não.
No show que o Chuína fez do Rodolfo,
Aham.
o Herve Márcio estava lá. O Herve Márcio foi meu DJ por muitos anos. E ele falou lá, nós vamos ter um Tuxedo Reunion. Né? Ele falou, vamos fazer uma festa, trazer todo mundo. Mas isso implica, assim, saber dos cantores, das pessoas, se está todo mundo available para isso, né? Vamos ver.
Eu acho que o povo animaria.
I've been trying to get her to do the reunion party for about 10 years
John,
now.
please.
But she keeps reminding me I'm married. I don't have to work anymore.
Come on, do it.
John,
do
I
it.
think
Do
it'd
it.
be a
Do
great
it.
party.
Do it.
Ele tá
just
falando
to see
que ele
all
tem
the-
vontade
all
de
the
abrir.
Old time folks back out for one night. Some of the old time bands. I mean, bands that started like Miagua and
You guys
Amigo
should
Samba.
definitely work on that.
Tem aquele...
Everyone talks about. I don't know tuxedo. I'm like a newbie.
you were like probably in fourth grade then.
Probably not even because I went to Brazil. I was 8 years old. So I mean, that I was in second grade.
Uau.
Yeah, I was
you
in
were a
second
baby.
grade. So I was a baby. I didn't even know about nothing. So, I mean, you should definitely do it because everyone talks about it. So, gente, vamos
guys
fazer uma
should-
votação aí pra Rose fazer a reunião, gente,
o
do
dono
Tuxedo.
do Morley
Come
Darcy
on.
sempre fala com o John, traz sua esposa para trabalhar aqui e tal. Ele não quer fazer o mesmo deal que eu tinha no Tuxedo. No Tuxedo eu era sócia. Lá vou ganhar pouquinho.
Não. Eu acho que você
Brincadeira,
tá
gente,
certo.
brincadeira.
Mas mesmo assim, eu acho que você tá certo.
Não, brincadeira.
John, someone's asking here, why is your hair white now?
Don't tell
What
them
about
that's my
what color is your Easter egg?
All I know is before I was married, my hair was dark.
Because you guys didn't see my hair yet.
That's your fault.
I'm happy I still have it.
That's good. That's
So
still
you
there.
have two Brazilians in the house. So you have, how many kids do you guys have?
One.
Well,
Oh,
one
just
and a
Roberta.
half.
One
Yeah,
and a half?
We have our daughter, Roberta.
How big
Uh-huh.
the
But
gente?
We
Peter
adopt
Peter
Peter.
Gamma that you guys interviewed earlier, Peter we kind of adopted. And,
Oh,
and,
nice.
God didn't give me a son, but then he gave me Peter.
Peter. Oh,
Deixa eu
that's
contar uma
nice.
história para vocês sobre isso.
Nós
Nós estávamos
I
na
look at Peter
Flórida.
as part of our family.
Hold
So.
on, but let me
That's
tell that
nice.
stuff. Nós estávamos na Flórida e o Jean sempre fala, a gente fala que ele é filho da gente, né? Aí nós alugamos uma casa e a dona da casa, o Jean, todo mundo gosta dele, ele conversa muito, né? Aí a mulher e o cara gostaram do Jean, vamos passear de barco. Vamos. Quando chegaram lá, o Jean, esse é meu filho. Aí ela olhou para o Peter, olhou para mim e falei, não é meu filho assim não, tá? Que eu não tenho idade para ser mãe desse meninão aí não. Aí eu falei, meu adotado, adotei o Peter para mim.
So they're asking what color is your Easter egg?
Oh,
That's
was
Roberta.
Celia. That was the only English. She knew 2 lines. What color is your Easter egg? And Daddy give me money. That was the only English.
That's
she-
the important thing.
That was the
No,
only English
that's-
she could speak when she came here.
That's
Não, mas a
the-
história do Easter Egg foi a Roberta estava na Bahia e aquele lutador Evander Holyfield estava no mesmo hotel que ela estava na praia. Aí falaram assim que ele, um americano ali e tal. E ela se achava, ela se acha, né? Aí chegou pra ele e falou assim, what color is your Easter egg? Tipo assim, eu sei falar
Eu
inglês,
sei falar
entendeu?
inglês, peraí.
Então virou
Peraí.
essa festa.
John, there's someone asking here, how about me, John? It's Wilton Amorim. Do you know?
Oh, that's my chauffeur driver,
You're
Who's that?
Wilton.
Wilton. Wilton
Tatu.
Amorim.
O Tatu. He's work at Marine.
Sim, he
He's
works
work
at the marina.
Echo Bay.
Good
Okay,
care.
He's
okay.
with
well,
Peter.
good
What about
people.
him? What
Yeah.
about him?
Wilton takes good care of me. I'm telling you what. And if you need service on your boat, Wilton is the man in Echo Bay where
That's
Peter
true.
and
There you
Wilton
go,
work.
guys.
He takes care of my boat. My boat is the first boat in the spring and the last boat out in the fall.
Wow.
Mm,
Great
that's
service.
And he keeps it running.
that's great. That's great.
Very good mechanic and great guy.
Wow, I have here another question. Okay, guys, keep going, keep going. Okay, partnership with ICE. If at the time since he's engaged in Brazilian community, did the
had the
chance to
chance
explain
to
to the
explain
mayor
to the
that
mayor.
could break the trust between community and the Danbury PD?
Well, I can answer that quickly. They don't have to
Okay.
worry about that
Okay.
because the 287G program was stopped by the government years back. It doesn't exist anymore. So that
So
program,
there is no more
we had
ICE.
that program. That was maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But afterwards, that program was stopped, so it doesn't exist anymore.
Gotcha. Oh, another. Okay. Okay, guys. Ash. Oh no, he just rewrote it. Okay. Um, John. Chuina is saying hi to you, and also I
You know,
have Coach Márcio Viana. I saw this guy at the sea. I don't, who's Marcus? I didn't get that. And Wilton saying, "I'm his stepson."
tell him he's got to work his way up to that. You know,
Yo, tá vendo, né, Wilton? You gotta work.
took Peter 12 years.
All
So
right.
I have
You know, like I mean, Shawina says hi, but guys like Gustavo, Shawina,
Shawina.
they're benefiting now. Rose was the first to bring any
Anything.
major band to the Northeast. Now there's shows in Boston, there's shows everywhere else,
Everywhere, Newark.
but that didn't exist 20 years ago.
Now in Boston, they
you
had.
know, it just didn't exist.
Now we had in
Yeah.
Stanford, Boston,
But
and
not of the caliber that you're seeing now. All these big bands, it's a stepping stone for them to say we played in America.
acontecia que o
Gotcha,
Silvinho, não sei se vocês conheceram o Silvinho,
Silvinho.
foi promoter na época que eu trabalhava. E ele fazia os shows em Stanford. E eu lembro um dia que o seu Manel Batáguas me entrevistou. Eu falei assim, olha, eu vou mudar o curso do Rio. O que passa lá vai passar é aqui agora. Essa coisa a gente tem que viajar, sair daqui e ir
Vai
lá
lá.
para Stanford para assistir ver show, isso não está certo. Vamos trazer para cá. Nunca mais teve show em Stanford.
And what I like is I like seeing these guys carry on the tradition that Rose has passed the torch down now, and I would have hated to see that go away because we just had the show Rodolfo at the Ice Arena.
Yeah,
People
that
that
was a
didn't see
pretty
it,
nice
it was
one.
incredible.
Incredible.
We covered the ice. You know what's great? I go to a Brazilian show and it's so hot, so hot. You're always dying and sweating.
Yeah.
That's true.
But the ice
Yeah.
arena, you're sitting on a
You're
sheet of
on-
ice.
Yes.
It was no more than 70 degrees in there the entire night.
It
It was
was great.
beautiful.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
And
awesome.
plenty of room, and it's a great place
It's
to
a
do
great
shows.
place. Yes, that's true. It's comfortable,
Yeah,
and I felt so secure there. So a
I
lot
didn't
of
go,
a
but I
lot
heard about
of
it.
officers.
I heard about it.
Uma
You could
coisa que
see
nós...
like
Well, you got some
officers
catching up to
everywhere.
do. You missed like 20 years. You can't be missing things now.
I
That's-
know,
yeah,
right?
come on,
But,
wake up, girl.
Okay, guys, I'll be there next time. Rose, o Chuina tá mandando um abraço pra você.
Outro show-ina.
E a Cristina Barbosa, consultora. Um abraço pra esse casal top, Cristina e Gércio, Praia Grande, São Paulo.
Tá, conheço.
Christina is
Ela-
sending a hi, a hug for you.
Ela esteve lá em casa um tempo atrás.
One thing while we're talking about the ice arena, I'd like to get out there. We do a lot of different nights. One of my other jobs is I'm the assistant coach for the Danbury Hat Tricks, the hockey team.
Yes, we
Now,
know
I will
about
tell you
that.
this. Every Brazilian that I've ever brought to a hockey game loved it and always wanted to come back. What we want to do this year, and I'd be happy to work with you guys since you brought me down here tonight to promote it, is
Please.
we are going to do one night of Brazilian night so that
Hear
we
that,
are going to
guys.
roll out. Last year we did an Ecuadorian night. Them guys came and had a great time. Everybody equates hockey to soccer,
Yes.
but you don't get to see people fight all over the
And
night. My team fights a lot. We have a guy that's his only job. So we're going to do a night. It will be Brazilian night, and Peter's band will play there that night. I don't have the date yet. Our schedule just came out, and they're putting things together. But I would like to invite everybody from the community to come there that
Sure.
night. We'll have very reduced
Definitely,
ticket
we'll be
sales
there.
that night, so people can come out for $10 and have a great night. And we're in a position where, unlike an NHL team or the Rangers, we can bring the kids. I bring my players down to meet the fans after every game, take pictures with the kids,
awesome.
get autographs. So I'd really love to see a great turnout from the Brazilian community on our night.
Definitely.
We can't be beat by the
Gente,
other
ele
groups.
está convidando pro,
We will
pro
be
jogo
there.
de rock, tá?
Yeah.
A gente vai, depois eu vou traduzir
yeah.
direitinho. E vai fazer uma noite brasileira. Então, por favor, vamos lá, dar um apoio. Vai ser uma noite bem bacana, tá bom?
So I heard that you were the coach.
The
You were
assistant
Yes,
coach.
and about that, you went viral with a video. I research everything. I've heard about a video that you went viral that the kids, the girls, I think, were not respecting the.
Yeah, our illustrious Megan Rapinoe from our women's team that couldn't make a penalty kick, but she had plenty of time to kneel during the national anthem. That upset me. She's wearing a USA jersey with an American flag on it, and she's taking a knee during the national anthem. Look, we don't have that problem in hockey at all. It's one of the most patriotic sports that there are out there. But that day, we were having camp. Camp for us is all the kids that want to make that team. They get 3 days to come in and show us what they got. And if we get 100 kids, I might sign one. But that's their opportunity. I was upset and angry. I went upstairs into the locker room when they're changing. They're going to take the ice for the first time. And I said, if there's anybody here that's going to be disrespectful or to the American or the Canadian national anthem, because I don't care what national anthem, whether it's American, Brazilian, Russian,
It's
Ukrainian.
respect. You have
If
to
they're
respect
playing a
it.
national
Yeah.
anthem, you better be
have to
respectful.
respect.
If there's
Exactly.
anybody here that's going to be disrespectful to the American or Canadian national anthem, grab your gear and get the blank out right now, because you'll never see the ice in this arena. I didn't think much of it. It's just me being me, talking how I talk.
That's it.
And they
that's it.
posted it on there, and I
And you
thought
just went
people in
viral.
Danbury, and then 40 million hits later, and then, I'd sent my resume to talk to Fox, to be on Fox about
Fox
police
News.
stuff, but they never called me back. As soon as the video came, every Fox show called me, and that's worked out
Wow.
pretty well. And then they gave me the Fox Patriot of the Year award.
Yes, I've heard
You
that.
know, I mean, that video had done what 40 years of policing couldn't for me.
That's that's great actually. And I actually have a question here for you again. Do you have any plans to actually run for mayor in Danbury?
I will say this. There's probably only 2 jobs that would ever get me back to Connecticut after I head to Florida. That might be one of them. I had actually put my name in the hat the last election, and then I found out our current mayor, who is Dean Esposito, is my cousin. And then I found out he put his name in, and he was
Wow.
clearly more qualified than me because he had been working at City Hall under Mark Boughton,
Yeah.
learning the ways. So I withdrew my name. Clearly, he was the guy that we wanted, and I had helped him in every way I can. And I'm going to continue to do that. He's done a great job for us for this
Yes,
city
That's
for the last
beautiful
3
of
years.
you.
You know that he's coming
That's
next week,
beautiful.
right?
I do.
Yes.
How did you guys get a hold of him?
Yes,
No
who?
secrets.
But he, again,
a
you know what I
secret.
love. You know what I love about Dean? A lot of politicians, they're phony. They're this. He is just as real as can be. The guy
He
that comes in
is.
here and talks to you. It's the same guy that you want to go down to, the San Gennaro Fest and have a beer with and hang out and talk to. You get the same vibe. There's not this one or that one. It's just he's about the nicest guy you can find anywhere, and he really does listen to people. That's what impressed me.
That's true.
Trust me, if I didn't think he was the best choice, I would have run. But clearly, he was the best
you
choice.
do have a profile.
and he's
like,
the best
if you
choice.
Check the overall.
He is.
Yeah.
He's the best choice again in
Yes.
this election here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
He is. He's
Well-
a really nice person, and I love his wife. Oh, she's
Yes,
so
his
sweet.
Yes, she's so sweet.
as-
Yeah.
Everyone wants to vote for you. Okay.
Yeah.
John for governor. Okay. They're saying, okay. Hedges said he's a good man. John, Shiuna is like, he's my second dad.
I can deduct him on my taxes.
That's great. So, okay. Well, everyone wants to vote. Okay, I got a lot of lists here. Okay, you already know that, when Dean retired, you can be the next one, okay?
I'll probably be old and gray down in Florida when that happens because I hope he's here for another 20 years.
Rose, fala
Oi.
pra Rose que o irmão do Cezinha Carioca mandou um abraço pra ela.
Oh. Outro. Obrigada.
So, what
I
we have...
have this question that how is the new police station versus the old one?
Well,
Because you have been
the old one was actually falling apart, and I mean falling apart. It was terrible. We had no room, it was just
small.
It was like living at the top of the hill in the favela in our old one. It was that bad.
I love it. How he compares everything. I love it.
The new station. I mean, it's $38 million. It has all the bells and whistles. It's everything that
beautiful.
we want. It just makes it easier to do your job.
True. I want to
that's
know something. Tell me, like, balance it out. The good and the bad things of being a cop.
Well, it used to be the greatest job in the world. Unfortunately, now we can't even find anybody that wants to be a cop with. I got watch my words here.
Yes,
Yes,
John.
please do.
Listen, we always had one thing. We always had was respect, and look, I call things like I see them. 2019. Look, George Floyd. That was a terrible incident. That had nothing to do with me. It had nothing. I've never been to Minnesota, nor had 90% of the cops in the country. When that incident happened, no cop in the country was out there defending them. But yet the Democrats took the time to basically abuse us for the last 3 years. They passed foolish laws in Hartford. They passed the Police Accountability Act that I testified up there as the state president of Connecticut. I have to go up when they do these things. I told them at that time, if you pass this bill, there's going to be a flood of drugs. In fentanyl. Now that they're now putting a task force together to see why. I said, I can tell you why. You don't need to spend $1 million.
Really?
It was you. And a flood of guns. And now there's shootings, the Hartfords and New Havens. All that foolishness. And look,
Could be avoided.
they degraded us and disrespected us every day. It's calmed down a little bit now because now they've realized what I said. I said, when we stop doing our job and there are no more cops, you're going to have a problem. When your city is unsafe and when you're the ones experiencing crime, you're going to come back here begging. And that's kind of where we are now. They don't want to ever admit that they were wrong.
Of course
and they
not.
won't change these foolish laws. I mean, they made some laws that were absolutely ridiculous.
Like, the one in California.
No.
See what
That's
happened
the worst
in
place in
California?
America. I mean,
People can, go and rob
you can't
for
arrest
$1,000.
anybody who stole anything under $950.
Yeah,
which is
that's
crazy.
ridiculous.
You are allowed to.
You can go to the store like 10 times and just grab
Yes.
something all the time. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's,
That's
you
ridiculous.
cannot be arrested for.
It was very difficult for quite a while to get guys
I'm just
to
gonna
do
go
their
shopping,
jobs.
grocery shopping, and just leave. That's basically it. You just
Viu
grab
que
your
eles
stuff and
fizeram
leave.
na Nordstrom, na Louis Vuitton. Eles pegaram os racks com tudo, as bolsas
Foi,
com tudo.
So what's
Você não
happening?
pode fazer
All these
nada.
stores are leaving those communities.
Yeah, well,
And who
I don't blame
suffers?
them.
Who suffers? The good people
good
that want to go
people.
shop at Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Now, if they would close all them stores around here, I'd kind of be happy, but, I'd have a lot more money left over.
You know?
But unfortunately, these are all the little things that happen as a result of that. That's the bad part of the job. Good part of the job, one of my favorite medals is a life-saving award. Dive team was out there. A guy, he was swimming, had a heart attack and went down. We were able to go down, get him, drag him out, and he lived.
I have it here.
Get Christmas cards from him.
I was waiting for the opportunity, John.
Those are the good. Those are the good things. Look, working in a drug unit, it's not just all smashing down doors and driving crazy and that kind of thing. People won't get help until we arrest them. I have people out there that are friends that unfortunately are drug addicted. And look, I tell them I can get you into a program. Let me help you out. No, I'm good. Until they get down in the dumps and we arrest people. I've seen the results of people. We have one guy in town here that owns a business. He was as bad could be. His wife is Brazilian. I had arrested him no more than 10 times.
Wow.
The last time I arrested him, he was addicted to heroin, which is a terrible drug. You can't. It's not like a choice. When you're addicted to that, your body says it's got to have it. The last time I arrested him, we rolled around the ground. It was a big all-to-do. And at that time, he said, Johnny, I'm done with this. No more. I couldn't be prouder of this guy. Not only was he done with it, just like that, he stopped. He has a business. He has more money than I do now. Business, 3 houses. He is the epitome of why we do this job. I was invited over to his house at Thanksgiving, had a great Thanksgiving dinner there. When you look at somebody like that, you say, you know what? Getting out of that bed, putting that badge on for the day, that's why you do this job.
That's
Awesome.
That's an amazing story.
So
John.
what
Thank
are
you.
the duties of a sergeant versus the police officer?
Well, I'm the boss.
Sergeant.
I'm responsible. Like
For the
in
officers.
patrol, I'm responsible for all of the sergeant's responsible. We usually have 2 because we have 13 guys out there. In my unit, there's myself, and then I have a lieutenant above me. I answer to the lieutenant, and my guys answer to me. It's kind of, flows downhill a little bit. It's my job to make sure that they get what they need, and it's my job to guide them in a direction. And mostly, and a lot of people ask, what is really the job? My job is to make sure each and every one of those guys go home safely to their families at the end of the day.
Nice. How many guys do you have under you?
Currently,
current?
currently I have 5.
5.
Okay, I have a question. So we're going out of the flow, sorry. What do you think about the people that are coming from Florida, like immigration-wise, to like migrating to Connecticut? What do you think?
Look, I mean, here they're not going to have any issues. The jury for me is still out in Florida. I know what we're reading, and a lot of my friends have been calling me. Peter's afraid to go back on vacation with me. I know they passed some laws. I want to see what actually. Look, we have a lot of laws here that might be a law, but they're not implemented. I don't really know what's. Look, Brazilians spend tons of money. Brazilians take vacations. Yeah. Brazilians love to go to the beach. And not just Brazilians, that affects everybody there. If you stop the Dominicans, the Colombians, everybody from going on a vacation, you got 2 choices in life. Nobody wants to go to California, so you go to Disney World. If you want to go to Disney World, you go to Florida. I want to see how this plays out. But, people coming here, that isn't anything new for us. Again, I got to see from 150 to 12,000.
And still going up, right? And still going up. So let's get back to this. Do you have any other question for him? Actually, I have something here for. Oh, Coach Marco is actually asking how safe is Danbury. We kind of asked that, but I think he got a little bit late on it.
It's as safe as any place you're going to be around. I mean, here I feel extremely safe and have no trouble with my family or my nieces and nephews. We're getting it done.
E Rose, o Chuína tá falando aqui, aprendemos a fazer shows com a Rose. A Rose é a nossa referência na comunidade brasileira.
That's right, he said. That's right, John says. She was the first one. She brought everything.
Que eu passei a tocha.
É o John que falou isso, né?
O John falou isso.
Yeah.
Obrigada, Chuína. Me fico lisonjeada com isso. Obrigada.
It's okay, guys. I think we got. Oh, look at that. That was fun. Thank you guys so much for coming. And we're going to enjoy actually this little show that we're going to have outside agora.
É verdade.
And make sure that
Juliano, né? O Juliano tá aqui.
Juliano, Peter.
O Peter. Você gostaria de falar algo para a sua comunidade brasileira maravilhosa? Tá, todo mundo
eu tenho saudade de todos eles. Eu tenho saudade do taxírio, onde eu via todo mundo, né? E claro que eu gostaria de voltar, mas as coisas... Acho que a vida é ciclo, né? E esse ciclo fechou. Então, vamos começar um outro ciclo.
John, olha...
O novo projeto que eu tenho ainda é secret.
Oh, no, John. The only thing that I have to tell you is please keep like telling her to do the reunion, you know?
Trust me, nobody wants that more than me, and I think I think it's going to happen. Look, I'm going to retire soon, and we're heading to St. Petersburg, Florida, and it's something that I want to get done. It's one of the, like I got some check boxes in life, and I got a short time of things that we need to do in Danbury, and that's one of those things that I need to get done.
Please, Rosie, please listen to your husband.
Nós vamos fazer, sim. Nós vamos fazer. Eu
Do you
combinei
have
com...
family in Florida, or are you just going because you
No,
like it?
my brother is down there, and my cousins are down there. I just don't want to shovel snow anymore.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants
yeah,
to. You
no,
know what?
yeah.
Not even I do. Okay, being realistic,
Florida's
right?
nice.
Being realistic. I can't even handle the.
Ó,
I can't handle.
eu amo o inverno. Eu
Really?
prefiro aqui do que calor, do que Flórida, mas ele quer ir para Flórida, vamos
eu-
lá.
So you
can't
like
stand
the hot weather?
I'm sorry.
Do you like the hot weather?
Yes.
Or you're gonna be good at the hot weather?
We actually were down there when we had that 105-degree week here, when everybody was complaining. And look, we survived that. Wasn't that big of a deal. You know, it's just as hot down there, but where we are, it's on an island. We got a nice
Yeah.
breeze coming in the whole
Okay.
time. It's just as cool down there as it is when I'm here on a hot day.
That's-
And if not, we'll go jump in the pool. I mean,
Yeah, or get inside,
But I
cool
won't
off
be
a
out there
little bit,
shoveling
get
snow.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose, antes da gente finalizar, né? Fala um pouquinho do chiclete com banana.
Aquilo foi lindo, gente. O chiclete com banana foi assim. Pensa dois opostos. Foi a melhor coisa que aconteceu e pro outro lado pior, porque choveu o dia todo. Foi um dia que foi o único dia do ano que choveu, gente. Foi o único dia do ano. E a gente tinha barraquinha igual teve aqui no Brazilian Day.
Sim,
tinha
sim.
barraquinha, contratei um caminhão para jogar água, sabe? Do Corpo de Bombeiro para jogar água no povo. Aquela coisa de calor, né? Aquela calor.
faz-
Aquela coisa de carnaval
Nem
no
precisou,
Brasil,
aqui
né?
nem precisou.
Nem precisou. E choveu o tempo todo. Eu pensei que ia termos lá 10 mil pessoas. Teve 2 mil pessoas. As 2 mil pessoas que estiveram lá, até hoje, falam com amor, que foi a melhor coisa. E o que você achou? Todo mundo acha que foi o melhor show, que foi a melhor coisa. Então, eu creio que quem não foi, perdeu. E foi o último show do Taxiro, não foi, gente? Foi, né? Então,
Uau.
mas, assim, para mim, foi glória. Amei.
So,
Parabéns pelo seu trabalho.
Wilton is
Obrigada.
saying told me to tell John, don't forget our barbecue. George's birthday.
yes, that is coming up, and we will have the grill there, Wilton, and we will have some good churrasco.
I love it. I love
Do
the
you like
churrasco
rice and
thing.
beans? Do you like rice and beans?
No, I answer for you that one. Se
Do
você
you-
gosta de arroz, if you like rice and beans.
No, I hate rice and beans.
No,
Really?
you don't hate rice and beans.
I
You
eat
like
rice
rice.
with macaca, but I don't like rice and beans.
A macaca, baby, muqueca.
I was like, what?
Não, macaca, é muqueca.
No, the pet monkey is still okay. Everybody calm down now. Don't send in letters.
Ele gosta de muqueca,
Ele
gosta
gosta
de
de
churrasco,
muqueca.
picanha.
Me fala quem não gosta
Mas
do tal
não
do
arroz
churrasco
com
brasileiro.
feijão.
Quem não
gente.
gosta, né?
Rose, first, let's tell the truth here now.
Good.
Who does all the cooking in the house?
Você.
Who does?
Oh my God!
Now,
Okay, I
it
think I'm
wasn't-
heading in the
Não,
right,
ele
right
cozinha
direction.
muito bem.
It wasn't
muito
a
bem.
question of me getting acclimated with Brazilian food. It was a question of Rose now just wants American food. I want prime rib. I want filet mignon. I want langosta. Now
Langosta?
she just want to have the American stuff, so I don't really have to worry about eating the rice and beans.
Não, é difícil para ir no restaurante quando você tem uma pessoa que cozinha bem igual o Jean cozinha. Eu vou no restaurante comer um prime rib, por exemplo. O do Jean é melhor, eu prefiro estar em casa.
É,
Mas
What
você
amazes
não-
me is
Sim.
Porque ele não
I'm
gosta
going
de
to
arroz
Brazil
com
and
feijão.
I'm going to open up
É.
a place with just
Você já
prime
fez
rib.
pra ele?
Because
Should.
Brazilians
Feijão ele nunca
love
comeu.
meat. I mean, carne for
arroz ele
Brasileiros
come.
is like spaghetti for Italianos.
Exactly.
But yet,
Coisas ele
they don't know
gosta.
what prime rib is.
E ele está acostumando
They don't.
também, tem
They
outras
don't.
coisas que
They
ele
just
come,
eat
agora ele já
the
come
churrasco
farofa, angu.
Or the
Picanha.
beefy. The beefy. Bife acebolado.
Pork belly, boom.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Pork belly is
But
awesome.
but I
Too
was
much
shocked.
fat, but yes, it's awesome.
I was shocked when I told my cuñado, "Hey, we're gonna get prime rib," and he was looking at me like, "What's prime rib?" I'm like, "Bro, it's the best meat you're ever gonna have." And after they ate it, they just, when are we having prime rib again?
Há muitos anos atrás,
You
eu
should do
comprava
that.
lá
You
no...
should definitely do that.
Escuta,
Open up.
eu comprava no ShopRite uma peça, tocinho, né? A gordura do porco, eu gosto do torresmo, né?
Sim, nossa.
Aí custava um e pouco, né? $1 e pouco. Eu falava, por que você está comprando esse pobre food, bro? Aí eu falei, porque eu gosto, já. Aí eu fritei para dar o pobre food dele, aí ele comeu, adorou. Aí você comprou pobre food hoje? Você comprou pobre food? Porque custava $1, né? E hoje em dia não pode faltar pobre food lá em
Pobre
casa.
food é o
Ele
melhor,
adora,
é o
ele
melhor.
adora.
So I think I'm heading in the right direction because mine, he cooks too.
Yeah?
I'm like, thank God. Thank God. And I love his cooking. So, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tough
John.
to be spoiled, isn't it?
I would recommend you to open up your restaurant, prime rib in Brazil, and just make it happen, you know? Just do it. Just do it. Ronalísia, a gente já tá terminando aqui a live. A gente estava entrevistando a Rose, que ela era dona do Tuxedo, and John Krupinsky, which é...
Sargento.
Falo português, falo inglês.
É a misturada.
Eu fico pulando pra lá e pra cá. Ele é policial aqui no Denver Police Department, tá bom? So, thank you guys for coming. Thank
Obrigado a
you
vocês
so
por terem a
much.
gente
We had a
aqui.
great time
Thank you
with
for having us. This was
guys.
fun.
Yes.
This
I,
is
Yeah, foi
I
bom.
like these ones that are fun like this.
Eu pensei que eu ia ficar
Boring.
muito nervosa, que eu ia tremer muito, deu
Tá
certo.
vendo? Eu
Não.
We
falei
were
pra
like,
você,
you know
dá
what?
certo.
We'll just
deu certo.
translate it later on the thing. You know?
So,
Fazer um
Oh.
transcription lá.
So we have one more again, gente, again. Here we go. About like any law, is there any upcoming law that are affecting immigration and stuff? Do you
No,
have
they're-
that you know of?
In Connecticut, we don't really have. They're busy messing with us, so you guys are safe for right now. We're the flavor of the
Poor
month.
police guys.
But no, there's.
Do you think the no? I don't think
Florida
so.
law is gonna
We're,
be-
our
Are we
The-
sanctuary
the Florida
city,
laws
John?
up here-
we're a democratic
Yeah,
thing.
we're a blue
the-
state, so none of that'll
Wait,
ever
wait.
happen up here.
John, are we
I hate the
sanctuary
blue-
city?
Are we what?
Sanctuary city?
Well, we're a sanctuary state.
State? All right.
We're a sanctuary state. That's why when you never have to worry in this state. There's only 7 things that we can hold people for, if we stop them. You know, and they're serious. It's murders. It's, you know, the guy who gets stopped for the other stuff, even if they have orders, it's a state law that you know we have to release people. We can only hold people for ICE under very, very serious, 7 different serious charges. So, you know, it doesn't really affect anybody in this
Because
state.
you're
E
thinking
que
like
a polícia não, the police doesn't work with immigration. They have
Yeah.
to know that.
it's two
Well,
different things, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's all part of the law, unless it fits those 7 different
7
things.
things.
And quite frankly, those 7 different things,
Have you had that? Like
yes,
once?
once in a while we run into it. And if you have it, these are people that nobody in our city wants here anyway, whether they're Brazilian American or anybody. You know, they're the worst of the worst type criminals.
John, domestic violence, it's one of the things can deport you?
It can, under certain, you know, if you, obviously, like we had some homicides and some stabbings. We don't have knives in our house. I'm safe. But everybody fights with their wife. Whether, you know, it's Americans, Brazilians, Espanol, Italianos. Look, that's something in
it's
life.
up to us to hit them first.
You know, and
Don't do what I said, okay? People, don't do it. Don't do it.
yeah, she showed me a video one night in Brazil from the news where a guy went to sleep and his wife poured boiling oil in his ear with a funnel. We haven't had
Yeah.
French fries in our house since because we don't have oil. But those things, the court recognizes this, and what'll happen on
That's like this is what I will do to you. So you better
baby,
follow.
look.
You follow the rules.
But the court recognizes that, and most all of those cases go to what they call family court.
yeah.
It's not criminal court. You're going to go there, and it gets the people the help that they need. They have to go see counselors, and then the cases generally get dismissed.
Okay, I have a couple questions here. Can Okay, there's somebody asking, can you explain how the SWAT team works here in town?
It's a what we call a part-time assignment. We all have other jobs, and then when that incident comes in, we get a tone out on our cell phones. Report in. We have a SWAT call. Everybody shows up down there, and then we'll go out and take care of business together. But our guys are very well trained. We've handled some serious incidents, and the
O
good
Jean
news
teve uma
is
SWAT call no dia do meu aniversário.
she hates those when
Festa, tal. Aí ele teve que parar
That's so
tudo.
unlucky. Did you have
Ai.
any call that you're like off duty and you had to just get up and run
In the
well,
middle
the
of
last-
the night.
All
like
the
in
time.
the middle of the night?
All the time.
our detective picnic this year, luckily we had just gotten there. I didn't get a chance to open a beer, thank God, and we had a drowning, so I had to immediately leave with the dive team, and have Rose drop me off at the boat. That's quite common. That stuff happens.
Even at nighttime, like nighttime
No, it was
things?
4:00 in the afternoon. Last summer was a bad summer. Last summer we had a total of about 4 drownings on the
4 or
lake.
5.
Wow.
Last
It was
year.
bad. This summer, not too bad. We had one
Uh-huh.
drowning. Our team was called out with 7 other teams in Ridgefield, where we had to go look for somebody. But the summer before, it was, and most people, the perception is, oh my God, SWAT, dangerous, SWAT. The most dangerous unit that I've been involved in, of all the units I've been involved in, is a dive team. SWAT team, we're very well equipped, we're very well trained. We always have 15, 20 guys. It's really a lot safer than people think. The dive team, like this one in Ridgefield, they had underneath the water was weeds, but they weren't weeds. They were like little trees that were like an inch around, and we kept getting hung up. And it's drowning is
hard.
much
Isn't it?
easier than getting shot.
Wow. That's,
That one, that's the more dangerous one.
people,
Yeah.
please
I
be
have
careful.
a question about, I know that you heard about the guy in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
There was like 500 cops, 500 officers, the
every-
SWAT, the
The
DEA.
Brazilian guy.
Yeah.
Everybody
Even
was
the
looking for him.
DEA and everybody was looking for him. How do you look at that?
They're going to use some technical stuff. They're going to put helicopters up with infrared at night, looking down to see some thermal imaging, to see some heat, night vision. You're just going to use that, and then you're also going to do it man hours. You're going to we did it similar here. We were looking actually for a state police canine. Their bloodhound got
dog.
lost in the woods. That was like 3 days worth. But what we do is you take a topographical map of the area and you draw lines and grids on it, and this team walks straight down this way, this team goes, until you cover everything, and then you move down and you do the next one. It's just a question of going through everything.
We have another question. Give me your thoughts about the Brazilian who escaped prison lately.
That's the one in
Daniel?
Pennsylvania.
Daniel?
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh my
you know.
goodness.
He looked like Spider-Man
He's
going
Spider-Man.
up the wall. And,
How? I mean, how
I think
could someone go
I
through
think
that?
He has been training for that for a long, long time.
He's been studying the place. I mean, how
The
could you
place.
just, oh, this fits me. Let me just go up this way. I'm like,
And go up to the wall.
yeah,
yeah, he's
Yeah.
one of a
That's why
kind.
I've been think about this. It's not
Ele
happen
pegou
like
prisão
overnight.
perpétua.
Ele já tinha.
Ele não tinha nada
já
a perder.
Tinha, yeah.
Então,
He
qualquer
was
coisa
just,
para
he
ele.
just wanted to visit outside, see
É.
different
Não,
things.
eu penso que ele queria fugir pela fronteira. Não deu certo.
Yeah. Well,
É que se ele sai pelo Canadá ou pelo México, aí ele ficava por ali
Não, ele
mesmo e
falou
estava
que
free.
a intenção dele era ir pro Canadá.
Então.
so
é.
everything was kind of planned.
Imaginei
Tava
que ele
tudo mais
fosse pro Canadá.
planejado, né?
É.
Só que não deu certo do jeito que ele pensou. Já tinha
Graças
quanto
a
tempo que ele
Deus.
estava na cadeia? Uns 3 anos? 2, 3 anos?
É 2 anos, né?
É,
Ele tinha
então ele
acabado de
já
se
sabe, ele
mudar.
tinha já noção de
licença.
onde para ir
É, porque
E-
do estado que ele estava, é melhor ir para o Canadá do que ir para
do
o
que.
México.
É,
né?
exato, tava mais perto, né?
É.
Ah, espertinho. Voltou
É.
pra cadeia. Good luck.
Obrigada aí.
Ok. Peter.
Quem é que pira quer,
Né? Nega, pergunta pro John sobre chicken wings. Chicken wings?
Oh, John.
Peter loves chicken
was-
wings. Peter will call me 3 days a week. Hey, Johnny, can you cook some chicken wings? Can you cook? I got a secret recipe that Peter likes, but you can share it with everybody.
But tell them what you said about chicken wings. You say you don't like to eat chicken wings anywhere anymore after.
No, I'm spoiled now. Look, when you guys make chicken wings, first of all, for all my brasileiro out there,
É muito bom.
don't cook them on the grill.
Okay,
Don't
guys?
cook your chicken wings on the grill. Get yourself a pot of oil. Get your oil to 350.
Don't give your secret recipe, John.
Get your oil at 350. With the chicken wings, lay them out. Put just a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder on there, some salt, some pepper. But the secret to getting good, crispy chicken wings, you'll see a lot of Americanas, they'll roll them in flour.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Don't use flour.
Tell your secret,
Don't
John.
use flour. A very, very light coating of baking powder.
It's unbelievable how
Bacon
good it
powder.
is.
Baking
Yes.
powder. If you have the oil at
Bacon
350 when you
powder.
put them in, it's
Just
I'm
a
gonna have
little
to
bit.
try that
Just a
out.
little bit. Yeah, try
as
because
soon
it's
as that
very good.
baking powder hits the oil, it crisps right up. Like the second, usually you put your wings in the oil and you got to wait till they get crispy.
Yeah.
It will crispy outside immediately, so then the inside cooks so it's nice and soft. 10 minutes, 10 minute is the mark. You take it out at 10 minutes. You'll see they're done when they're
I'm ready,
floating,
Lim.
and then your wings
É
will be great.
muito bom. É muito
I'm
bom.
ready to eat it. I'm ready
But
to
don't
get it
invite
done.
Peter over, because if he knows you can make them, he's going to be calling you every
He's
week.
saying it's the best. It's the best. And they're like deep fried. Wilton is saying deep fried. And Peter's like, it's the best. It's the best.
It is the best.
And Regis is like, Donald Trump is coming. I'm like, yes, please. Oh, sorry. Okay, guys. Thank you once more. Thank you
Thank
as
you.
well for
It was
Thank
great
you,
being
guys.
here.
as
Please,
always.
I had a great time here. It was great being here, and happy to come back anytime for you
Thank you
guys.
for protecting our community
thank you.
and helping the Brazilian community. You know, we really appreciate
No,
everything.
it's a two-way street. I appreciate them also. And I want to see everybody at that hockey game.
Yes,
Yeah,
please,
just give us the
gente.
Yeah.
What date is it?
We're
doesn't
working on, the schedule just came out.
Just send it
So
to us
we're
then,
working on a date
and we
now.
can.
And between periods, you'll have Peter Gamma's band out there playing some fine Brazilian and American tunes. So it'll be a good night.
Let me just answer
Yeah,
these
we
people.
will.
I think they just got here now. Gente, ele não vai se candidatar porque o Dean Espósito, que é o prefeito atual, ele vai estar aqui semana que vem. Ele é primo do John, então ele acabou que tirou o nome dele da lista de presidência.
Olha,
Prefeito,
John.
olha.
Olha.
Ah.
Ó.
E vai deixar pro John, pro Dean. Então, ele não vai se candidatar a prefeito, tá bom? E ele vai retire, né? Que é. Eu esqueci como é que fala em
aposentar.
português. Aposentar, gente! Vai aposentar e vai embora pra Flórida. E alguém falou alguma coisa aqui que. De safety da comunidade, a gente já respondeu também. Vê depois a nossa live novamente, nós vamos estar postando aí. Você pode dar uma olhadinha lá que ele respondeu tudinho, tá bom? Muito obrigado, Rose.
Obrigada a vocês.
Você tem... Ela vai decidir, sabe? Fazer a reunião do Tuxedo. A gente vai depois falar a data e o hockey game do John. Vai fazer assim, Rose. A Rose tá assim. Como assim? Vai fazer assim. O John vai depois mandar a data do hockey game. Eu quero ver todos os brasileiros lá, tá bom? Vai ser uma noite brasileira bem bacana pra gente curtir todo mundo junto. Muito obrigada, gente.
Obrigada a vocês.
Obrigada. Obrigada, Rose. Obrigada, John.
De nada.
You have beautiful tie. I like your tie.
Gotta look good.
Respect. Yes.
I loved it as well. Rose, dá um recado pra sua turma, seus fãs, que tá todo mundo te assistindo.
Não,
pra gente
nós
ir.
vamos primeiro procurar os cantores. Eu sei que o pessoal gostava muito do Imigra Samba. E tem várias bandas. Vamos procurar todo mundo, ver se... Porque para fazer o reunion, tem que estar todo mundo de volta, né? Vamos ver o que a gente consegue para a gente poder fazer. Mas nós vamos fazer, assim, uma vez mais. Pode deixar.
Olha, a gente já fica aí, ó, ligado. And John, please, everyone is loving that you're here with us. Give them a word of yours.
Well, listen, I appreciate all that you guys have done for me for the last 20 years here also. It's a two-way street. So I know you'll still be calling me at 3 in the morning. I'm used to that. But thank you very much. I appreciate the community and hope to see you soon.
Thank
John.
you.
Obrigada,
I'm used
gente.
to
Agora
that.
nós vamos ali curtir um showzinho do pessoal que entrevistamos mais cedo. E até a próxima semana. Bye!